What if I told you that everything you think you know about success is wrong? That the mindset you woke up with this morning, the thoughts that shaped your day, are quietly dictating your future. You want to be successful. You want to build something great. But there's a force quietly working against you, and it's not the economy, not your circumstances, not your past. It's your mind, your thinking. And until you change that, nothing else will change. But here's the twist. One story can break that cycle. One shift in perspective can unlock everything. And I'm about to share that story with you. It's not about overnight success. It's not about getting lucky. It's about breaking free from the mental trap you don't even realize you're in. So lean in. This isn't a video, it's a mirror. And what you see in the next minutes might just change your life. Ryan was like a lot of people, or maybe exactly like you. Mid-20s, college degree, an okay job, not suffering, but not really living either. From the outside, everything looked fine. He had a desk, a salary, health insurance, weekends off. He was, by all modern standards, doing well. But inside, it was chaos. The moment his alarm rang at 6:45, the anxiety started creeping in. He'd snooze once, twice, three times, then grab his phone, scroll through Instagram, watch other people's lives, people traveling, building, creating. Not because they were doing it, but because he wasn't. He wasn't jealous. He was afraid that his life was slipping through his fingers, afraid that he'd wake up 10 years from now and still be in the exact same place. But here's the thing about comfort. It doesn't scream. It whispers, "You're fine. This is good enough. Don't risk it." And Ryan listened. For years. He watched podcasts on productivity, read self-help books, even attended a weekend seminar. He knew what he was supposed to do. But knowledge isn't power. Execution is power. And he wasn't executing anything. He'd get excited, make a plan, then abandon it by Wednesday. Because life kept happening. The work stress, the bills, the fear of trying and failing publicly. He once spent 3 weeks researching how to start a YouTube channel, only to chicken out because he didn't like how his voice sounded on his iPhone mic. He'd laugh about it with friends, pretend it was funny, but inside, he was spiraling. And then it happened. A phone call. One of those world-splitting moments. His childhood best friend, James, was gone. Killed by a drunk driver, just 27. And everything in Ryan's world shifted. Because James had lived. He'd taken chances, started 2 businesses, traveled solo. He wasn't afraid of failing. He was only afraid of regret. And now, he didn't get a second chance. Ryan sat in his car for 3 hours that night, parked outside James's apartment. He looked at the door, the light still on, the echo of what used to be, and then he said it, the 5 words that cracked him open. "I don't want this life." That moment broke the trance. He realized he wasn't tired, he was unfulfilled. He wasn't lazy, he was afraid. And that fear left unchecked was quietly killing his potential. That night, he made a decision. Not to change his whole life overnight. Just to stop running. Stop hiding. Stop pretending he didn't care. And starting. Change doesn't feel like motivation. It feels like war. The next morning, Ryan woke up early. Not by accident, but on purpose. He opened his laptop. Deleted every social media app. Not forever. Just for 30 days, it felt like cutting off oxygen. He didn't realize how often he reached for his phone, until the distraction was gone. And when it was, the silence was deafening. No scrolling, no dopamine hits, just space. And in that space, the truth screamed. He wasn't behind, because of the algorithm. He was behind because he was afraid to do hard things. So he started doing them. Day 1, cold shower. Day 2, wrote down everything he was afraid of. Day 3, applied to a free coding boot camp he'd bookmarked 2 years ago. It was hell. He doubted himself every step. Am I smart enough? What if I fail publicly? What if people laugh? He felt like an imposter in every forum, every Slack chat. But he stayed. Every time he wanted to quit, he imagined James's voice. Don't let fear lead your life, man. Drive the car. So Ryan drove. He built his first simple web app. It was ugly, buggy, but it worked. And for the first time, he felt something he hadn't in years. Pride. Not pride in how others saw him. Pride in how he saw himself. He stayed up till 2 a.m., building. Read documentation like it was gospel. Watched YouTube videos until his eyes burned. And then it came, a cold email. A tech founder had seen his GitHub contributions. They were rough, but they showed grit. Let's talk, the email said. Cue, full body panic. Ryan practiced his elevator pitch so many times in the mirror. He started critiquing himself like a reality show judge. Too much eyebrow, less crazy eyes. Try again. But underneath the panic was something new. Hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't broken. He was just becoming. The night before the interview, he almost hand hovered over the cancel button for 47 minutes. But he didn't click it, because he remembered the funeral, the silence, the things left unsaid. And he whispered to himself, fear is not my final chapter. He clicked join call, and for the first time in his life, he showed up without a mask. He didn't sell perfection. He sold effort, hunger, humility, and it worked. He got the offer. The job wasn't glamorous. It was remote. Modest pay, lots of grunt work. But Ryan didn't care. Because this wasn't just a job. It was proof. Proof that he could change. That he wasn't destined to play small. He worked harder than anyone else. Not because he had to. Because he wanted to. He became obsessed with learning, growing, building. In 6 months he led a small feature redesign. In 9 he trained 2 interns. By year 1 he was promoted. But more important than the resume bullet points, the man he'd become. He no longer made excuses, no longer ran from discomfort, no longer needed approval to act. He was different. He still had bad days, still got tired, but he didn't quit, because now he knew who he was. He no longer feared fear, he respected it. Because fear, he realized, is a compass. It points you to the thing you most need to face. And once you face it, you're free. Not from problems, but powerlessness. That's what success is. Not money, not followers, not six-pack abs. It's agency, the ability to take control of your life. To say, I built this. That's what Ryan earned, and it's what's waiting for you too. So let me speak directly to you now. There's something you've been putting off, a move you've been too afraid to make. Maybe it's starting that business. Maybe it's leaving the job that's draining you. Admitting that what you've built so far isn't who you really are. Whatever it is, you know it. You feel it in your chest. That tightness, that anxiety. It's not a warning. It's a signal. It means there's something in you that's begging to be born. But it won't happen if you wait for permission. You have to take it. Right now. Don't click away. Don't say next week. Don't whisper I'm not ready. You are. Because this moment is all you ever really have. And if Ryan can do it, with no map, no mentor, and every excuse to fail, then so can you. So start today. Start scared. Start imperfect. Start anyway. And if you're ready for the next push, watch this. He faced years of rejection. and became unstoppable. It's the next chapter in your mental transformation. The proof that pain is not the end. It's the beginning. Click it now. Fuel the fire. Because success doesn't come to those who wait. Comes to those who move.